Mr. Excitement is ready to drop the green flag. Spence, what did you think of that big 500 upset?
Hey, man, I truly loved it. But I wasn't the only one. Check out how many other drivers loved it, too.
It is so cool.
I'm proud for him. He's a great kid. Really, really good kid. Got a great future.
Congratulations to Trevor, the Wood brothers. That's awesome for those guys.
He was a teammate of ours last year, and we've become friends, and I'm real proud of him for what he did today.
T-Bane, he's going to have to, I think he's going to buy me lunch now. So it's cool to see somebody new win. Like I said, I'm not going to lie, a little bit jealous.
To hear his interview and to see his excitement and to know that he's such a fine young man, that's cool for him to get his first win.
Congrats to Trevor, though. He did an awesome job. If it wasn't for the 21, we wouldn't have been up there. So Trevor did a great job.
Oh, man, that was sweet. But enough with that warm and fuzzy. This guy, David Ragan, he was happy for Trevor Bayne. But he certainly wasn't happy when NASCAR penalized him for changing lanes on that late restart. Hey, NASCAR, I'd like a clarification on that rule. Mr. Pemberton, would you mind?
Well, as we tell them in the driver's meeting, and since we went to double file restarts, you must maintain your lane until after you cross the start-finish line. He came down in front of another car before the start-finish line, and we had to penalize him for it.
All right, so David Ragan certainly broke the rule. That cannot be argued. But David's owner, Jack Rush, has a question.
The question is whether they would have made that call for one of the established guys, or they made an example of a rookie because they could.
Now, David Ragan isn't a true rookie, but you get Jack's point. Oh, Jack calling out NASCAR. But look at this. He has a point. Check out the established driver. Just after halfway, watch Dale Earnhardt Jr. in a spot shadow here. He changes lanes, moves to the inside before the start-finish line. But was Jr. penalized? No. Then Ryan Newman, closing stages of the race. He's leading and does the same thing that David Ragan did, changes lanes before the line. No penalty. And look at David right behind him. Two drivers break the rule on the same restart, and still no penalty for anyone. Hey, if I'm a driver at this point in this race, 3 no calls from NASCAR, that says to me, no one's enforcing this rule today. David broke the rule twice, no doubt about it. But so did Jr. and Newman. This is just like what we talked about last Monday with NASCAR's inconsistent calls on the yellow line rule. NASCAR's got to work on being more consistent when it comes to their officiating.
Well, Jimmy, now that we've wrapped up that call by NASCAR, another call has the fans curious. From the truck race Friday night, John from Southeast Florida says, Spence, I think you're a total trip and a straight shooter.
Hey, damn right.
Now, if you give Waltrip the crying towel to wipe his tears, please give me a bucket so I can puke my guts out. I want to hear NASCAR admit Waltrip won because of his spoiler. At least MW admitted that laid down spoiler let him pull out and pass for the win.
Geez, John, you sound more up on the chip than I usually am. But let's take a look. The right half of the spoiler has broken, but it was a part failure on the final lap. No time for NASCAR to react and make them fix it. Imagine that. Michael and Elliott would have crashed like Penny and Pearson did at the 76 Daytona 500. Can't take a win away from a guy who's got damaged on the final lap. John, they had no time to fix it, so no penalty.
No cigar for Trevor Bayne? Is he too young?
Too young. Hey, man, not yet. Not yet.
Got it.
Good kid, though.
Well, he is. Just like that, Daytona is wrapped up in a nice Spencer bow.